Hi guys, welcome to Pretty and Pretty. I was watching this morning video by Lennan talking about yesterday's full moon, the full moon in Aries, and how the next full moon actually happens the last day of this month, the full moon in Taurus. And what I did last night, I went out for a walk with my dog and I saw that, oh, the moon is full. I had already forgotten that it's a full moon, and I always tend to talk to the moon when I'm out there. And I was talking to the moon, and then I brought out 2 decks by my window and let them sleep there for the night in the light of the full moon. And one of them was my Pagan Otherworlds, because I love to do all my full moon readings with the Pagan Otherworlds. I started to using Pagan Otherworlds in the full moon and new moon readings because of these cards that it comes with, these extra moon cards. And so it kind of stuck with me as a tradition. So early this morning before I went to work, I did my full moon reading, but normally I just pick a random full moon spread from internet somewhere. But today, after watching Lennan's video while I did my makeup, because that's what I do every morning, I drink coffee and do my makeup and watch YouTube at the same time. Multitasking. But so I kind of wanted to make this own spread inspired by Lennan's video talking about the full moon in Aries now, yesterday, and the last day of this month, the full moon in Taurus. And because I am a Taurus rising, so the Taurus side of me is something that I only started to really learn about and try to notice in myself when I started to learn more about astrology. Because, you know, it's very basic to know your sun sign, but not very many normal people know their rising sign or their moon sign. So I've kind of had some fun little insights on my Taurus side. So that's also one part of this spread. But I'm gonna show you the spread here in the screen. I just scratched it out of my head this morning. So let's see. I'll show you the spread, and then I'll show you the reading that I did this morning. So up here, I have the Seeker card, and I love the moon also here. And this time I wanted to use both the Seeker card and the full moon card together. Normally I just use the full moon card or the new moon card, whatever I'm doing the reading for. But this time, because it was kind of like linking the 2 full moons together, so that's why I'm using both these cards here. And by the way, I have edged my Pagan Otherworlds with this golden ink pad, just if anybody wants to do the same. If you don't have too much extra money to buy the actual 22 karat gold version of this deck, you could do it like me in a cheap way. I'll put a picture here, what I used to edge my Pagan Otherworlds, and I really like it. So the spread positions. 1. What will drive me forward? And I chose this for this card because of this Aries energy, the fiery Aries energy in this full moon. And also because the thing that I'm wishing in my mainly in my professional life is some sort of a change and move on forward with things. So that's kind of my ideology behind this reading. But what will drive me forward? Then the second card. What can I gain for that fire drive? So if I keep pushing, what will drive me, and if if I push forward, what can I gain for that pushing fire drive? Then the third card, what might be blocking me? So what might be on the way of going forward? Then 4, how could this bring me more stability towards the next full moon? And the stability part is coming from the Taurus. And then 5, the advice to harvest the most out of this situation. And this harvest part was kind of also inspired by Lennan's talk about the harvest moon and all that stuff. So that's what I created out of those things. So let's see, what will drive me forward? The King of Cups. With this card, I felt immediately the feeling inside me, the intuition to follow the heart. And look at the way how the king is kind of grasping his clothes just on the area where the heart is. Made me think about my emotional balance and emotional strength and that intuition. So I think that the drive is coming from there. That would be, you know, pushing me forward. Then the second card, what can I gain if, you know, I let this drive take me forward? What can I gain out of it? 2 of Swords. So one thing that I've been lacking is choices. I haven't had any choices. I've just, you know, so far it would be just to continue things as they are, or simply just quit. I haven't been seeing any real choices. So this indicating that choices would be coming my way. So I would finally be getting opportunity for a change. And when I'm linking this together with also with the King of Cups, I have to make a statement, I have to make a note to myself to remember to follow the heart. I don't want any more wrong choices. Then the third position. So what could be possibly blocking this moving on forward? Here we have the Lovers. Lovers card is also about choice. If we think about the Marseille kind of depiction of the Lovers card. So what might be blocking me? There is the possibility of making the right choice, or then holding on too tight and not being able to choose. That could be one blocking issue here with the Lovers card. The blockage about also letting go. And one thing that might be blocking me is the fear about how the choices I would make would influence my family, my man and my daughter. Because when we think about things related to work, we always have to think about also the family's income, and that's one part that I think that the Lovers might be saying that could be blocking me. Kind of the fear of jumping and letting go. The fear of if I'm making the right choice. So would the choice be the right decision for me and also for the benefit of my family? Then how could this bring me more stability towards the next full moon? What about the Taurus energy? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups here. So it's forward motion, finally moving ahead, something new and possibly emotionally satisfying offer coming in my way. Kind of finally feeling that the forward going motion, no matter if it's slower and steadier the pace, but at least I would be moving. Then to the final card, the advice to harvest the most out of this situation. 5 of Cups. So, while with the possibility of starting something new, something will also be lost. You can never get, eat the cake and save the cake kind of thing. Something will also be lost if you gain something new. And I think that this might be advising me to be prepared to release and also let go of the old and not holding back on that. So there will always be the balance. I can't have it all. And advising me to be realistic while weighing on my options here. To weigh out what will I gain and what will be lost. What I have to let go and what can I hold on to and what can I gain. So a really kind of emotion-based reading that we got here. A lot of cups. And then we do have air in the two of swords, and then the Gemini airy energy in the Lovers card. But for me, even though one would think that we're talking about, or my question behind this spread was mostly to my work situation, but for me, I don't wonder why there are no pentacles on the table, because for me the money ain't the driver here now with these things that I want to move forward. It is the emotional satisfaction and balance that I'm seeking in the future and hoping to get that emotional balance and satisfaction also with my job. So let's see, what will the new moon in Taurus bring? How things might change in this next month. One thing I'm really happy about, that next week on the weekend we're leaving again to Lapland. I get to have a 1-week holiday. At least I get to fill all of my cups there, enjoy the nature, and I hope to be filming something for you guys also from Lapland. Let's see. So there was my full moon spread, and if you want to see Lennan's video, I've linked it down below in the description box, so go and check it out. And until next time again, bye guys.